Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And we've got some Pokemon Go news today. So we've got the Festival of Lights, and you know that makes me think of something different, like Christmas time and stuff, even though that's quickly approaching. But that's not what it is. This is a Eastern holiday. I want to say India, maybe one of these countries where they have the Diwali. And forgive me if I'm butchering that, but they have that going on. And so let's go into Pokemon Go and see what it is they're talking. I may have some footage up already. There's been some new Pokemon out here right now, and this one is called Denny. I can't pronounce it, but it looks like Pikachu, like a mouse, like a pre-evolution Pikachu, but it's not what it is. It's its own Pokemon. It does not have an evolution. It is electric and fairy type. So there's that. That doesn't say anything special for me. I didn't think about making a video because that was really the only new thing that was present at the time. Darkrai did stick around for a couple more days, but what returned were the Swords of Justice, and that's Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion, or as autocorrect calls it, Verizon. So those three were back, and all three of those can at least be shiny, so there's something, but I don't think that's enough to really get people motivated. You did have some more of the Hoopa Challenge show up. So I think where we were was like, 12 of 16, so you had like 12 and 13, and you had to complete that. So I did complete those two, and then now they have a part 2. So whenever that comes up, or when I say part 2, I mean the last 2 parts are going to follow that. And we do know what those are, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. We'll probably save that for next video, because what happens there is you've got to complete all of this 1 through 16, because if you don't, you probably can't do the next part. Yes, there's another part where it continues with Hoopa. This is pretty much a year-long thing if you guys don't remember, but I thought they might drag out like 15 of 16 until December. But if you look back on my other account that I have, there's capture some ghost types, and what's not out right now? You guessed it, ghost types. So I'm kind of SOL on that, but it's okay though. That's on the backup. But if you're trying to wait on research to save, don't do it for the Hoopa stuff. Go ahead and get it out of the way. You will lament not doing it, because the rest of us are probably already poised to get onto this next part, and maybe they come back out with some ghost stuff. I don't know. Probably not. We do know that Shinx Community Day is coming up, so that's really all you have to look forward to for stuff that you're getting until they announce something otherwise. But yeah, no ghost types, none of that other stuff that you might have needed. Nothing psychic. I think you needed some psychic types for one of these too. So don't say I didn't tell you. Some of you watch these videos, and hopefully you're better for it. Maybe you need to tell some other people to watch these videos so that they can be as well, because I see messages all the time where I put up a video and then not even 3-4 days later somebody's like, "Can you help me? I didn't get ghosts." And it's like, but it's okay. Not everybody is aware of the channel. That's why I need you to do your part. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. So back to Pokemon Go. We've got a Festival of Lights Part 2 coming up, and I'm excited more about that than I was Part 1. So I do have footage going up in Part 1, and let's actually showcase some other stuff that they talked about before I wrap up this video. Okay, so I think for me, where I'm at now, focusing on leveling up, I used to keep my friends list open for just those that I know locally, but the groups have evolved to where they're like, no, international now. Let's forget going back to meeting up public places. Some are vaccinated, some are not, and I'm not trying to get political or anything on here, but the fact of the matter is some people don't want to play with other people depending on that that variable, and I get it. But what that means is for people like me who miss that aspect of the game, I can't level up and advance without everybody else. And if folks aren't going to be willing to do raids and meet up and all of that stuff, then I've got to do what I've got to do, and that is to make some more friends international, seek out other players who can, help me build up at least friendship, because the friendship and the lucky eggs is pretty much my best bet at getting what I want without spending as much money. I could buy a dozen lucky eggs and hope that I can make 200,000 XP off of 50 or so lucky friends. I think currently I have enough space for 114 more friends. So what's the math there? Let's pull up a calculator real quick. 200 XP, or 200,000 times 114 friends, that's over 22.8 million. That's enough for like at least another level and some change, right? So that's without me doing anything but opening gifts for 90 days if I were to get more of those friends. That's where we would be at. So I can use that. I don't know about you, but I can use that. So I've got to go ahead and get that. That at least could put me, midway through 47 or something like that. And from 47, I think that would put me midway through 47. And assuming that I'm playing a little bit each of those 90 days, raids and all that, that could push me right there at 48. So, and with 48, you just need 49. And then when you complete 49, you're at 50. You don't have to do a whole level during 50. It's just 47, 48, and 49. It's those three levels that you've got to get through. So that's doable. That is very doable between now and the end of next year for me. I just have to step up my game, maybe find some more opportunities. Maybe they give you more opportunities in the game to make that a good experience. All right, so they've got some event going on in here, or let's go into the news. They're reminding you pretty much about the complete this Hooper research, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to buy the ticket. If you don't complete the Misunderstood Mischief Special Research in time, you'll be able to buy a ticket for the end of season research for $5. So you don't want to spend that $5. So there is an option there. I'm glad I just pulled this up. This was a few days ago. Clearly I haven't been reading the news on here. But yeah, that's what they've got there. What I was actually wanting to talk about Friday, November 26th is you'll get that separate research I was talking about. Yeah, that starts Friday. That's right around Thanksgiving. There is something new going on. There's 3 Pokemon to celebrate a new game that we've got going on, right? We've got a new game coming out this month. And it's not really new as much as it is a throwback to the old Pokemon games, which is Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So those games came out, and those are the origins of Palkia and Dialga. So what a lot of us thought was Palkia and Dialga were going to come back. They're already shiny, but instead of bringing them back, they brought back some starters that have hats on. I know. I don't know what they were thinking with that either, but that's what they gave us. So I'm going to show that somewhere, assuming I have a picture of it. I don't think I do, but hopefully there is one up in the graphic right now. So, they can't be evolved. They're just something additional, right? They feel like we love additional stuff, but really they're just finding ways to, fill up your inventory. That's how I look at these things. They've got these little berets on, and, I don't need another Turtwig. I don't need another Chimchar. I don't need another Piplup. And I believe all 3 of those are shiny at least, so maybe you get a shiny of those, and those become rare if you choose to, you know, trade them with people, but it is what it is. So I will be live streaming that, by the way, when that launches. I want to say 18th or something like that. I don't remember exactly, so don't flame me for that, but less than 2 weeks that comes out, and I will be live streaming that. So I'm looking forward to it because it's a throwback to the old school game. So if you felt like, you know, Pokemon Sword and Shield were a little overwhelming or whatever, you've got this to look forward to. I still need to go back and play Sword and Shield. I have Sword. They've given out these promos for Shiny, Zacian and Zazamenta. Hopefully I said that right. But Zazamenta, you got, basically they cross games, one for Sword. The one for Sword is in Shield and vice versa. But you're able to get both of them. You just have to go to GameStop to look for those vouchers. But one lucky person last month I gave one of mine to as a reward, and they were more than excited to get that. So I may be lucky and get an extra one for Pokemon Sword to give to somebody for a community day this month. So that out of the way, I think that's everything. Like I said, there is more stuff to talk about, but I didn't want this video to go on too long because, again, you saw my last video, I had my wisdom teeth extracted, and I don't want to talk too much at one time. But part 2 looks exciting. We'll talk about that. I'm actually going to leave here and go look for some of the stuff that's out there. They've got some Team Go Rocket event going on right now. So as of this video, that's what I'll be doing, and I'll hit you guys back up with part 2 of Festival of Lights, and we'll showcase what it is that they've got going on. And hopefully we can finish off this Hoopa stuff. See you in the next video. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Captain Sensation!